So let's begin with the big picture today. We kind of held support at this August and September lows, but we failed to break out this kind of low right here, enter this area which is a little bit below 10,000 and above. Today it's going to be possibly a decision point. We'll either test this and fail, and we'll have more downside, 500s or so by the end of the week, or we're just gonna break it above, hold some time above, and then go further upside. Let's see which scenario will play out. So we're a few minutes until the European cash open. Let's see now, we're holding above days open price and 800 and volume weighted average price. Let's see if this holds and break out this initial balance high from yesterday and rally up to 900s. If this happens, then this could be potentially a good short opportunity around these two levels for a kind of pullback down to 800s. But again, if this happens, I'm not sure if it's going to be good to short it. We will need to see how it will set up. Otherwise, another scenario is to short this kind of high right here. Price goes down to days open price, holding below 800, then breaking down this low, and then kind of trying to retest this previous yesterday's low and 700s eventually. Let's see what scenario will play out. So I initially shorted this kind of retest of US European cash open price. Let's see how price will behave here at volume weighted average price and down to 800s. Let's see if we have this kind of scenario of retest this initial bounce low or days open price and bounce back up, or just break to the downside. At the moment we can see initial support here. Let's see if this will fail. So we can see continuous support right here with kind of bullish candles. I bought here for the breakout. Let's see if this goes up to 900s. So price gradually grinding higher. Let's see how it will behave here at this highs and if it would like to short it up here. Again, I'm scaling out on the way up. Let's see, I have left the 1/3 of the position for the possible up to 900s or around here. Let's see. Very nice spike up here. Let's see if we test this 900s. So I close my position right here, almost 100% average range. Let's see how it will behave up here and if I would like to short this. So here's how I traded this. I kind of sold here once, twice. Then I kind of bought, stopped out. Now I finally bought and scaled out 16, 23 and 51 points respectively. Let's see this 900s if it's going to be a good short. So I shorted initially up here. Let's see if we manage to kind of pull back a little bit or if it's just going to break it out hard. This trade worked for 15 points so far. I scaled out most of the position, having 1/3 still off. Let's see if it's going to go to 50s level or at this previous high and hold support. You can see here one more reason I short this is because we hit middle 100% average range, even a little bit more, 110%. So that means that we could expect some kind of pullback right here, but again, let's see how much this will be. Very nice failure up here. We just kind of initially held support here at this previous high. Let's see if it's going to break it down and then goes for the 50s retest. So we held the support here and retest kind of the high, specifically 900s. I shorted again here. Let's see if we will retest this again. I will scale out here and then leave the rest for potential downside.
Iranian transport minister says.
So we can see now immediately price sold off at the turn of the hour, failed here at 90s, still short, holding short right here. I would like to hold it as much as possible, but I would like to see how price will behave here and if we have this kind of pattern and a retest up to 9500s. I get the more time price spends between these two lines, we have 75% chance to go further upside. So let's see. So I bought right here for this momentum breakout. It happened. Let's see if price will go up to 900s and even higher, above 900s for a 10,000 retest later in the day, but of course needs to break above 905s and hold above. So let's see. So we saw immediately reversing this position. Now assorted here for a momentum breakdown. Let's see how price will behave here and at 8 or 5 cents if eventually goes down today's open price below 800. Again, this is kind of choppy price action, but again, if we see price trading between these two lines for multiple hours, then we can see further downside. Really nice short so far here. You can see when something it's not possible to happen, then the other thing happens. In this case, the sell side, the short side. Let's see how price will behave here at this kind of previous cash buying support and at this kind of range support at 800, and if it goes down to the 780s. So I close my position right here. Let's see how it will behave here at these very important levels. Let's give it some time to see if it holds and rallies back up to midpoint for a retest, or if it's just going to break it down and hold below. So flash down here with volume spike enough to sustain a kind of rebound. I bought here at day's open price. Let's see if price managed to hold above 800 and then gradually go higher. Otherwise, if we see this kind of pattern, resistance right here 800 or 805, then we could see new lows for the day. Let's see. Very nice buying opportunity right here at this open price, held at, for now, support above 800. Let's see if this will give us a retest of this previous high or even higher at this midpoint. Again, the more time spent between these two lines, we have more chance to go further downside. Let's see now if we have any kind of this kind of rebound up to this level or even midpoint. So we can see here a failure above initial balance low. Let's see how price will behave below 800 and if we have a chance to short it for further downside. Nice support here. I bought for this momentum breakout and it just broke out. Let's see if price will go up to volume weighted average price and test the midpoint. Again, you can see some buying right here from the cash open and prior to the cash open holding above. Let's see if we have any kind of second attempt, let's say, and rally up to 855s or 850s, and then we have further downside. So I close the position right here. Let's see if we hold any resistance here and further downside, or if we break it out and retest 55s. So we had immediately resistance here to initial balance high at this level, as I was mentioned earlier. Sold off below 800. Now testing this initial balance low of the day and day's open price. If we sell further, if we manage to hold below this 800 and days open price, we can see further downside like 700s or something. So I sorted here are the pullback and here support to the resistance to the tick here at 800, as you can see now breaking down. Let's see if it managed to break new lows. I would like to hold this position for further downside. Very nice breakdown. We have German Bund making new all-time highs every day. Oil failed to break above 32.70. Let's see now how it will behave here at these levels. Very nice sell-off right here. Let's see this smashing down. So of course this doesn't happen every day. You can see here how I closed this one 85 points. Of course I could have held it down to for further 20 points or so, but let's see now if we're trying to collapse today. If you would like to see the macro again, as I was showing earlier this video this morning, I was talking about this level right here. If we manage to break it out, we will see further upside above 10,000. If we don't, then we should see further downside. Let's see by how much we'll sell down. You can see here my periscope from earlier this morning, as I was describing during a short position up to 900s. Check it out to see why and what I was thinking about. So we had very bad durable goods orders, minus 5.1%. I bought this kind of flash down move against the 700s. Let's see if we have any kind of spike right now and if this support will hold for a rebound up to this kind of area right here. So this kind of last down move failed. Let's see now if we have further downside move below 700 towards 600. Let's see here some of the exhaustion levels I use for this kind of range trading, between this range counting. We can see now, since price turned this kind of power until the US cash open, exceeded its 100% of its average move, almost 130%, then that consolidated above. Again, it exceeded the 100% move from this breakdown, measuring this kind of distance as well. Let's see if we manage to go down to 600 today, or if during the US session we have this kind of pattern and then go further downside. Again, it looks very weak. The more time spent between or below these two areas, we have can expect further downside. So here we are again now. We held support here at 700, broke out 50s right now on news that Russian energy minister says Saudi Arabia proposed to cut oil production by its country by up to 5%. Oil spiked above $33 a barrel WTI, so this was a very good reason for this rally. Of course, if I could have held this 700s, this would be very good 60 points or so. Let's see now if we're going for this kind of scenario, as I was saying earlier, the retest of this day's open price and then failure during the US session. Let's see here now again the statistics. This is the average range. Of course, it exceeded as well. This is very natural for this kind of between these 2 hours. Price can go up and down within this range. So if you want to use this to your advantage, you can just buy. Of course, we hit 100% and more from this kind of point of control follow measure move. Let's see now if we have any resistance up here, and then we'll try to sell it down. So we can see price rallying with oil 7.5% up today, currently at 34.50 cents. Let's see how price will behave here, and I will see if I will try to buy it or sell it. I would like to see how it will behave up here, and if it goes up here, this could be a good potential selling opportunity. Of course, we need to see the SPY as well. Let's see how it will behave around these levels right here, because this was the level failed earlier in initial balance high of the day. At the moment it's very aggressive, we don't need to go against it. So let's see. So I gave it a go and shorted up here at this failure of 800s as I saw this. Let's see now if we manage to hold below this area, as it was a case apart from this news for oil for Russia and Saudi Arabia. Let's see if this was just a fake out as well. What it matters is how the price is setting up with a risk reward. So let's see if we can hold the highs here and retest down 700. You can see here price retesting this open price and almost volume weighted average price in initial balance low. As I was saying a little while ago, this could prove to be very good resistance. Let's see how it will behave here at this kind of region here at 50s until the lows, and if it goes down to 700. So gradually selling off. I held resistance twice at day's open price and 190, just to see how fake all this concept with the news is. What matters is the price and nothing else. You can see here immediately resistance from day's open price, again resistance from US cash open price. Now let's see how it will behave here at the retest of the lows, and if we go further downside. Here we go now, breaking the new lows. Let's see if we manage to retest 600s. Very weak. You can see how it's setting up all day. Lower highs, acceleration, pullback, consolidation, fake out, and then lower lows as well. Let's see here the statistics as well. This is average range for the US session, of course exceeded 100%. Let's see this very important measure right here. You can see 164% of this measure move. let's see if we can exceed this and by how much, and if we have any support at 600. I would like to buy it down to 600 if it goes. So I bought here at the retest. Let's see if we manage to rally up to 700 or even this low right here. Just bought here 600. This one didn't work, of course, stopped out for a very small loss. Let's see now if we have any kind of rebound up to 50 or even higher. Scale out the position here. Let's see if we go further above 50s, hold above, and then we retest this kind of previous lows or 700s. At the moment it's very oversold. Let me show you the exhaustion levels. This works very good. You can see here this one is 200% its average range, so we have 2% for this to happen. You can just see this here are the exhaustion levels, 2%, well, only 1% basically for this to happen, so we have 99% chances to bounce up here. Let's see by how much. So close the position here. I didn't see this kind of 50s failure. Of course we can just bounce back up, but let's see if it holds above 50s first or if it's just going to retest the low. So as you can see, we held the low right here and above for 50s breakout. I saw it holding. Let's see if we have a 700 retest or even higher. So again, I do like the price action right here. We might eventually go up to 700. Of course, we are 66 points from this low. So let's see how far can this go. It seems I did very well that I closed this one and I initially closed the whole position right here and I closed this kind of fake momentum to the upside. The fact that it sold off that much and is holding sideways, we might see further downside after the European cash close. Let's see about that. Again, if we would like to see at the end of the day this daily chart, as I was saying this morning, this is very important area. Failed to break to the upside. Of course, we had a decision point right here. This could be very good short, as I was saying earlier. Multiple opportunities, both short and long today. So that's it for today, and thanks for watching.